So the webinar is about staying connected, about connecting with ourselves during these unprecedented times. Like Alex just disappeared there. Hopefully he'll come back. So we've titled this self-connection. So what that's really about is about what you can do to stay connected and what we've been doing. Some of the things we've been doing to stay connected during the times where we're not allowed outside and not allowed to wander about as usual, and we're not at school and we're not at mealtime. So we're going to hear from a few of the tutors today. We're going to spread the kind of presentation between ourselves. We're going to have a breakout room at some point for a good 10 minutes where we want to hear some suggestions for you guys about stuff you have seen, stuff you have listened to, and stuff that you've done that's kept you going, kept you motivated, kept you inspired. So it's not just about binging Netflix, it's about what things have you seen that have actually been uplifting for you, and what things have you listened to, albums, I don't know, TED Talks, things like that. What things have you done to keep yourselves from just letting time pass you by. So we are going to kick off right now with Amy. Amy's going to tell us about the first wee bit, which is about keeping going and keeping your routine going.
So at the moment, obviously, you are stuck in the house and you've not got school or anything like that. So we thought it's important, me and Grace came up with this bit, thought it was important to have like a routine, like just keep a routine as normal or as normal as you can. Because we found that it's important to establish a new one for now because it benefits your mental health. So why is it important to have a routine? Because it gives you a purpose. It makes you get up for the day ahead. It helps you, gives your day a structure so that all the days and the weeks don't just roll into one. It eases uncertainty and anxiety if you're in control of when tasks and activities like start and end. It creates boundaries, so it stops you like scrolling on your phone all day or like binging like 5 episodes on like 5 things on Netflix. So what gave you a routine before? So as you know, like going to school and work, going to the gym or your sports or youth groups, like going to Reeltime gave you a routine. Like if you went to a group every week, that's a routine. Doing your weekly activities and hanging out with your friends and things like that. So obviously we're all now faced with like barriers. So things like, you've not got anywhere to be because you've got to stay home, so there's no school and things like that. All the groups are cancelled, so you can't go to Reeltime. Socialising with your friends and things like that's harder because obviously it's like video calls, you can't see them in person. And it's hard to kind of keep motivated maybe, or maybe feel like aimless with a lack of structure. So me and Grace came up with a few ideas to kind of help you get like a weekly plan or like a daily routine together. So I've got some ideas that you can take, maybe it'll help you a wee bit. So maybe make a weekly routine for yourself and stick it on a wall. I've actually got a whiteboard on my wall, which is quite geeky, I know that, but it's good because then if it's not, to keep it not rigid, you can like rub out things and all that and change it if your plans change. You could try and keep your routine to like as similar as it was before. So like if you get up at the same time, like imagine you got up at the same time you went to school, maybe that's a bit early. You could eat your meals and lunch at the same time. You could, and dinner and things like that, or you could do like the same activities at the same time. So if you went to like football or something like that on a Monday, you could like, I don't know, go to a park and have a wee kickabout if it's safe to do so, or if not, like do keep your uppies in your house at the same time. Like if you came to a group at Reeltime, maybe you could all get like a video call, like kind of chat and jam together at that time. Like say it was like the Friday Young Sound or something like that, you could get a video call together. You could also set some alarms on your phones or like that to remind you of like certain tasks to do, because that would maybe keep you like motivated and accountable. So like it would make you like actually do it if you've got something reminding you. You could come up with like weekly goals for the week. So we could have like 3 things that you're going to do, like, and or you want to get completed during the week, and you can tick them off, and that would maybe help with your self-esteem and your mental health, because it would give you like a sense of like achievement or like purpose. So I've got a few ideas of things that could be like productive and like purposeful activities for you to do. So you could like learn a new skill. I remember Grace told me that she was learning how to juggle. You could tidy out that cupboard that's kind of been annoying you and get that out the road and get that sorted. You could help out with the chores. I know that might sound a bit boring, but you could make it fun. Like I know that when I'm doing the dishes in my house, I like put on tunes and I dance and all that. So you could do that, and that would also like help out like your household as well and keep things tidy. You could journal. You could get your thoughts out and your feelings out. You could like create a list of films that you've always wanted to see and tick them off, like a bucket list kind of idea. So obviously, like, there's no pressure to have like a rigid routine. We don't want that, because I think that's not really good to have that, but it'd be good to have a kind of sense of structure with like some routine in place for the now. And that, I think that would also help you for when things kind of return to normal, so you're not got like a shock of, oh no, all of a sudden I've got to go back to school at this time, this time, blah blah blah. But me and Grace always wanted to stress that I think it's good to kind of get a balance between being productive and chilling out, because I think it'd be good to have a few things a week that you like achieve, things to achieve, and like purposeful things to achieve, but also like allow yourself to like chill out and switch off and things like that. So I think it's good to kind of get that balance right, so then you're like best of both worlds kind of things. So we've also got like a few useful links that we're going to send you out an email for just more information if you want to find out about more about how to get a routine, if that's something you kind of struggle with or you're finding difficult now. So yeah, that's that bit about that. So now we're going to hand over to John, who's going to talk about keeping active.
Hi guys. So with Netflix, Amazon, PlayStation, Xbox, whether you're binging 3 seasons of Stranger Things or you're running amok in GTA or whatever your game of choice is, entertainment has never been easier. And if you're anything like most people, if you're anything like me, that means spending a lot of time sitting in front of the telly. Staying active, and that doesn't just mean exercise, can have some serious positives to your mental health, your mood, and how you're spending your time. So starting with the most obvious one, keep fit. The NHS recommends that we all do about 115 minutes exercise every week, and that hasn't changed since we've been told to #stay home. Government guidelines say that we're still allowed to exercise, so you can go out once a day, as long as you're alone or with members of your own household, as they keep reminding us. So you can go for a run, cycle, a walk, all that's fine, as long as you stay 2 metres away from everybody at all times. But if you can't, or you won't leave the house for whatever reason, then there's still loads of ways to keep active. Yoga. So yoga, you might not have ever thought about trying it, but if you're looking for something that's low impact and high reward, yoga can increase body awareness. It can relieve stress, reduce tension. It can do loads of really cool things. It can also improve your concentration. If you're interested in yoga, I have been reliably informed that Yoga with Adrian is something you should definitely check out. You can do in-house training, so you don't need to go to a gym. You can keep fit and exercise using things about the house, running up and down the stairs, even using things like your Wii Fit if you've got a Wii, or joining in people like the Joe Wicks exercise sessions. I know that they're getting a lot of publicity right now. The important fact, even if you don't want to exercise, it's not something that you're willing to do, get up, get out your bed, open the blinds, let the sun shine in, use downtime in short doses, tidy up, clean your environment, clean your room, clean wherever you're going to be spending your time. Do a series of small activities, and organise an area for you if you've got schoolwork to do, or even if you're learning your instrument, if you're doing some music work. Clear the space, give yourself a good environment to work in. It makes all the difference. Find a hobby. So one of the best things I've heard in the past week and a half is that there's now a national shortage of jigsaws. People are buying up hundreds and thousands of jigsaws because it's a good way to spend your time. But now there's a national shortage. Keep your mind active is as valuable as keeping your body active. So get up out your bed, get yourself sorted for the day, find something that you're interested in, learn a skill, learn a language, pick a tune and learn how to play it on some instrument that you've never thought of. The important part is keep yourself active. So now we're going to hear from Callum.
So I'm going to talk about keeping it creative. For me, this is one of the most important. Just for my mental health personally, I believe that everyone can be creative, and you can become more creative. Some people think that they can't, and I just think that's absolutely pants. It's nonsense. Everybody's got it in them, from the language that we use to the way we make our breakfasts, our lunch and our dinners. Creativity can be born in a crisis. Some of the best I've personally seen and heard has came from people that are in like the hardest of their times, like poverty, and like mental health issues, breakups. That seems to be some of the best stuff I've heard art-wise. You can be creative with the whole house. You can be creative with your own family, like family games, quizzes, exercises that are accustomed to you, and things that give you a bit of purpose. It can be great for your mental health as well as your confidence, especially now in this day and age. Setting goals and challenges. So it can be easy, just set aside an hour a day to learn or make a tune, or do a bit of art, maybe do some drawing, maybe some painting. Learning a new chord or a new scale, I think, is a great way to help spark creativity. So learn someone else's song. That's how if I listen to like a Radiohead song, I'll try and imitate that, and then I'll build a new song around that. So there's no boundaries when it comes to creativity. There's also a good way to set yourself a certain period of time to get something completed as well. To become inspired. So the easiest way for some people suffering from writer's block or want to become creative is to take inspiration from another artist. So listen or learn a song that you enjoy. And this can help get the ball rolling. So every artist in the world has their own unique way to approach like a blank canvas, and to become better at the process. So it's finding what works for you and just literally just practicing that, and then you'll soon start to realise that you're getting better at it, and then you get the more of the creative juices flowing, as they like to say. So recording and filming, this is another way. See, like workshops like Soundtrap, BandLab, Pro Tools, Logic. These are great ways to like get your ideas down and build on them. And there's a good way to record that song or chord progression or riff that you've always wanted to get recorded. And it means you can remember it, and then you can go back to it the next day and then build on it, like I said. So video editing as well. So film yourself playing songs. I know TikTok's like one of the biggest things just now. And that's a great way because it's another way to be creative. It's another way to feel good about yourself and what you've actually created yourself. Another thing is learning. So this is a massive part. I think learning new skills doesn't need to just be music related. There's different forms of creativity, from reading a new book, watching a TV series, cooking something new, painting, drawing, writing, learning a language, photography, even like gardening and stuff like that. These are great ways. It'll get you creative in other aspects of your life just by doing that one thing. And there's loads of tutorials you can use for that. So obviously you've got the usuals like articles, YouTube and podcasts. But more importantly is I want to talk about the benefits that it can give you just to be creative. And it gives an individual a sense of accomplishment. Being creative can help you express yourself and can help you become a better problem solver in all areas of your life and work. So what's going on just now, it can make you deal with these things better, and it makes you express your emotions as much as you can. And above all of that, it can help your confidence as well as your mental health. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm going to pass you on to Craig now. So on you go, Craig.
Cool. Cheers, guys. So I think if we've learned anything over the last couple of weeks is that if we're going to get through the next few months, it's going to be together. We're going to get through it relying on each other, on each other's care, on each other's laughter and good times, on each other's companionship. And it's wee things that might have seemed a wee bit silly 2 or 3 weeks ago, or maybe seemed unimportant, that are now proving to be really valuable. There's obviously loads of ways to stay connected, guys, and obviously we're doing it right now. The way Reeltime's been able to keep its work going is through things like Zoom and Google Hangouts to keep us going and see each other. Obviously you guys are members of Slack now, hopefully as well, so you can keep in touch with us. But I think it's the face-to-face stuff that's happening that's the most important, because it'd be dead easy for us all to forget what each other looks like. The thing I want to talk about a wee bit more is what happens when we get there. So when we meet up, whether it's a Google Hangout or a Zoom call like this, or if it's on FaceTime or through Facebook or whatever, what do we do when we get there? So you can have a quiz. There's been loads of this stuff, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. There's been loads of, even big pubs and clubs have been putting on quizzes online to try and get their punters. Their families doing it as well. dead easy. Everybody makes up a round. You turn up. You do your round. You're the quiz master for your round. You take part, and it's as casual or as serious as you want it to be. And the prize could be a packet of Haribos the next time you actually get to see each other. You just could do some mad forfeits for the losers. I don't know. I saw somebody drink a can of Coke through a sock once, which was horrible, but it's up there, you know. Or it might just the prize might just be that you get to have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? And forget a wee bit of the doom and gloom that's going about in the papers and things. You could play that tune as well. Everybody's on a Google Hangout. You get your phone, you play a tune, people try and guess what it is. You might want to even try and play it on a party, on an instrument, to see how that goes. But again, a good laugh. You can play it on a phone or an iPad and just guess what the song is and keep a wee tally. It could be, you could go old school, tell some ghost stories, man. Get some good old fashioned yarns on the go. One thing that Liz actually suggested then was writing a song or writing a poem or writing a story a line at a time. So sharing it in like a Facebook message or a WhatsApp group and just adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And then you've got, like Callum was saying, the creativity there. You've got something that's really cool at the end of it that's yours collectively. And it doesn't need to be loads of you. It could be two of you sitting listening to the radio or doing a virtual jigsaw. Do you know what I mean? There's jigsaws you can do online for free. You could all sit down with the same film, press play at the same time, and all watch a film over Skype or whatever. The important thing is you stay connected to somebody, guys. The important thing is for us, and I think all the tutors and all the volunteers at Reeltime would say the same thing. If we hadn't been able to see each other the last couple of weeks, it would have been really hard. And I think it's dead easy in this situation to feel like you're on your own. So, stay connected, guys. Reach out. If you're feeling rubbish, if you're having a crap day, tell somebody about it. And if you're having a great day, go and share it with somebody. Go and hit somebody up on Facebook. Be like, here, do you want to have a chat for 5 minutes? You might end up chatting for 3 hours. So I think that's me. That's all I wanted to say about that. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to break out. Callum's going to take one room, and Amy's going to take the other. And we'll just go through there, guys, and you can have a chat about things you've seen, things you've done, and things you've listened to that have kept your spirits up and kept you going, and we can all share it together and benefit from that. So, Marty, if you want to hit the button, man. Just taking a square it up, guys. Thanks for coming. We're hoping to keep these going. So if there's, obviously, for you guys that are in the Slack channel, if there's any wee suggestions, feel free to fire them up. We will be sending these out a wee survey as well as a follow-up to this. So if you can fill that in and get it back to us by Friday at 12 o'clock, Friday lunchtime, that would be very, very helpful. If you've any questions, obviously, you can get in touch with us through the usual channels. Apart from that, guys, thanks for coming. Stay connected. Keep talking to each other. Stay safe. And don't go outside and that. And we'll see you for the next one, guys. All right, and spread the word, okay? If there's people that aren't here today that you think might have enjoyed a wee webinar, give them a shout, let them know, send them the link on if they don't have it. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. All right.
Yep.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Catches.